This week on Metropole Sports Center, we'll be talking to Bike Tribe Eastlands to understand how this activity is helping to keep them fit. Tribe Eastlands is a community group, whereby the only thing that unifies us is bicycles. We have a passion for riding, so we came together as a way of helping each other as youths, because we had one thing in common: bicycles. So as you have seen, the other guys who have road bikes, others have mountain bikes, but the common factor is we speak one language, and that language is bikes. We are close to 60 members. Today we are few because others have other commitments, but normally we are so many. When we go for rides, we normally block the whole road because we are that many. COVID affected our activities because we could not go outside Nairobi, because like me, I'm only 4 months into the tribe. But before I came in, they used to go all the way to Makueni, they used to go all the way to Naivasha, Limuru. So they've really done very far distant rides. But since I came, we've done Isinya, we've done Kiambu, we've done Thika. This is the second time we're doing Thika, by the way. So yeah, so it has really affected us, but we have tried and kept fit during that time because we have had meets and rides in between.
When I was introduced to Bike Tribe, by that time I was weighing 106 kilos. So the practice that we have undergone, it has made me to reduce. I've reduced up to 95 kilos. So it has helped me a lot. Now I'm feeling that I'm a bit light than the way I was.
I participated in bodybuilding, and I had added more weight because I was almost 116 kilos when I was doing bodybuilding. But I felt like my condition is not really good. It's not up to standard. When I measure my BMI, I find it's too high. So I decided to join the Bike Tribe so that I can do more cardio, and I enjoy doing cycling. My next goal is to try and tribe everyone from the youngest 2 years to 90 years old to sit on the saddle, on the bike.
One big thing that I like about the Bike Tribe Eastlands, we also have a development program for young cyclists. Like this week we have done a ride to Thika. Next week maybe we'll do Kasarani so that we can include the kids who are like 15, 14 years who are also part of the group, because we have very young kids who are aspiring to be cyclists for the Kenya team in the near future. So that is one good thing about it. Then we have professional riders who share with us tips and everything.
I've been yearning so much to ride professionally, go races, and maybe win some trophies. Yeah, it has been my very expectation. So early this year I joined a professional team, not just to train with them for a couple of months, and now I'm back in Nairobi. The professional team, the Kenya riders, are at Iten in Eldoret. So I was there for 4 months, and I've learned something. Yeah, I improved my skills. Yeah. So now that I'm back here in Nairobi in my team, Bike Tribe, I'm aiming to show them what I learned there. Yeah, to also them to improve their skills in riding, and we hope to participate in the races.
We have a lot of safety measures. When you're doing most of like the big rides, we normally have police escorts and an ambulance with us and a towing car. because like today one of us got injured. It's unfortunately we didn't have an ambulance with us, but we normally have that as a precaution. The other thing is just the safety gear, because we advise that first and foremost you have an helmet. Helmet is very, very key to have. You have the right cycling gears, the reflectors and everything, and more so your bike has to be in good shape. Not only you as an individual, but your bike has to be in good shape. So you have to service your bike at least once or twice every month. Then after that, there are tips and signs and signals that we normally teach them as well. Like when you're going over a bump, you indicate you're going over a bump. When maybe you're diverting, you can put a thumbs up as you divert.
I've known road signs, basically on not the signs that you use on a vehicle, but on a bike. And also my safety on the road has improved. I know where to pass and where not to pass. I know when to join the road, where there are junctions and stuff. Yeah, it has helped me a lot. I've known how to make flat tires, do service. Yeah, and I'm good.
Before one is a member for Tribe Eastlands, we have a registration that is in place. We are currently trying to get a figure, because there are guys who were there before. They have invested a lot in terms of resources and everything. So those are some of the things that we need to do, and we need to realize first. So there will be a registration cap. Then one has to be committed 100% to be part and parcel of us. Then there is the team kit, which is underway. So in the next like a month or two, when you visit us, we'll all be in the same gear. So those are some of the restrictions or registration things that we are trying to put in place to ensure that we look more as a team and we look more unified. Accidents are unforeseeable, so the best thing, we need to have an insurance policy, which is an accident cover. And that is what even as Bike Tribe, we are trying to bring an accident cover for all the riders, so that when one gets injured while riding, they're able to be covered with the insurance. So these are some of the things that are in the pipeline as part of the registration as well. So we'll also have an insurance cover that will ensure that riders are covered to a tune of maybe up to $500,000. So in case of any injury, they are able to be covered. Their bikes as well are insured for accidents. So because bikes are quite expensive, because just a good bike goes maybe for 50,000, the road bikes, and maybe to 100,000, 150,000. So there is an incentive to insure the bikes as well. So apart from just having an insurance cover, personal insurance cover for accident, also an insurance cover for the bikes. So we are also engaging different insurance company just to see that we can have this cover on board as well, so that anyone who is joining also has to pay insurance, also has to buy the necessary equipment that they need to ride. Before they start cycling, one major thing that they need to have is a helmet. Helmet is very, very key when you're starting cycling. Once you have serviced the bike and the bike, make sure you have a helmet. Make sure you have a jersey that is like a reflector, or it's quite colorful, that is very, very easily visible. The other thing, make sure you have people who can guide you as you start, because there are so many techniques that are in cycling that one needs to learn before they get on a major road or maybe just start cycling. Because if you don't have all these techniques, it means you're bound to make mistakes, or you're bound to tear up your muscles or the small ligaments that you have. So you also need to know how to moderate your gears when you're going up a hill, going down a hill, when you're on a flat surface. You need to know all these techniques, and what can you do with your bike, what can't you do with your bike. Because if you don't know these things, then you tend to harm your body. You will do thicker, and tomorrow you will not get on a bike because you're tired. But you can do thicker today and still do thicker tomorrow, and do thicker the day after, because you have learned and mastered the techniques and you're getting better at it.
So for those who they just want to lose weight, I can advise them that They just have to join the bike tribe. It will help them a lot to cut their weight.
You must have passion. You must be courageous, because on the roads you'll meet many challenges. Yeah, and maybe at some point you'll feel like you want to give up, but you have to keep going. Yeah, you have to exercise more and more. You push to your limits. Yeah, and you'll achieve what you want.
Just get in touch with me on Facebook or IG, wherever. Then we can always link up and make sure that we ride together and we learn on this beautiful journey of cycling.
Now, the take home from this week's episode is that cycling is just one of the ways that you can use to keep fit. Reporting from Metropole Sports Center, my name is Nashon Owano.